Today I'm going to show off what could be the most impressive watch I've ever reviewed that I'll never own. Let's get into it! Yes, and welcome to the Mad Watch Collector Show. And today, we got a good one for you here. Now this show is part of a series I like to call Buying at BQ. Yes, the #1 place to buy or sell your luxury watch in 2026. With a 14-day money-back guarantee, 2 years warranty on any purchase, and with the highest rating on Trustpilot, the only place to buy and sell your watch is with BQ. Now, 2026, I'm going to be a bit daring. It's time to come out of your comfort zone, MWC, and try watches you've loved from afar, but I've picked safer options instead. Now, today, we're going to look at a watch from a brand called Jaeger-LeCoultre, or JLC for short, and for anyone that can't say Jaeger-LeCoultre, including me. Now, this luxury brand has been going since the 1800s. It is an absolute Swiss powerhouse. So why haven't you reviewed one yet? Well, that is because the watch I'm going to show you today is a bit dressy. And that is ironic because this watch was made, well, for the likes of me. What, polo players? No, sportsmen. Yeah. In 1931, JLC came up with a watch where you didn't need to worry about breaking the glass on your watch playing sports like polo, which I don't do. Now, for any sane person, if you thought you were going to play a sport where you might damage your watch, you just wouldn't wear it. But no, that's not a wearer of a JLC will do. Anyway, come and have a look at a proper watch enthusiast watch. At the end, I'll tell you what the wife thinks. You don't want to miss that. But let's take a deep dive into a reference that has been described as the first sports watch. Are you flip round reverse ready? Let's go! Woohoo! And ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Tradition Small Seconds. And isn't it an absolute goddamn beauty? Instantly recognizable. The only other big rectangular watch company is Cartier, but this look, wow, it is absolutely phenomenal. Now, back in 2018, JLC brought out a number of metallic dials. This watch I have in my hands here is from 2022 and is available to buy on the BQ website right now. Whenever you see these watches online, not only in pictures but video footage, they tend to look quite squarey and boxy, but in actual fact, even though yes, it's rectangular, there's some curves to this. The lines which break up the case above and below the dial just sweep over the case. The lugs beautifully curved down, and the actual underside of the watch shows you how much curvature there actually is. Anyway, that dial is magnificent. The strap looks great with it. Proper British racing green. And first impressions, we are in the company of an icon. Quick spec check. Okay, so from left to right, not including the crown, it's 27.4 millimeters. From top to bottom, it's 45.3. So this is gonna go well on a lot of wrists, and it helps with a 20mm lug width. Just makes it a bit more manlier or masculine or whatever I can say in 2026 that won't offend anyone. Beefier! Anyway, the final dimensions, the thickness, it's 8.7mm. The crown's not screw in, but this watch, well, you're not supposed to swim in. I think it's 30 meters water resistant, and if I own this watch, well, I wouldn't wear it if I knew it was going to rain. Yeah. The strap, well, it is beautifully made. I think it's made in conjunction with Casa Foliano, who makes some darn refined leather straps. The buckle release mechanism is very cool. And for it to be a sports watch and to have such a refined leather strap, we still have easy open spring bars, which means you don't need a tool to change your strap. Anyway, it partners the watch so well and looks very cool in doing so. Now let me show you its party trick, or the reason why it's called a reverso. A pointless act for many, but cool for us watch enthusiasts. We have a mechanism here which allows you to flip over the case so you can protect the dial. Now, over the years, JLC have added complications to this watch, so you can have a duo face, you can customize a signature engraving on this part, but the tactile fidgetability doing this is awesome. I know if I owned this watch, I would be constantly flipping it over and maybe doing some damage over time, maybe. Anyway, when you do first push the case to start the flip, you can see we have this great off-center sunburst engraving at the back. It's a very cool hidden feature. Okay, let's look at the face.
Dial time.
So what I love about this watch is we have a railroad track going along the outside of the dial, and that goes so well with the racing green. The handset and markers are rhodium plated stainless steel, which means they absolutely pop off the dial and just look absolutely stunning. The overall look is simplistic but iconic, and obviously because this is essentially a dress watch, there is no loom to be had anywhere, even though at some point in the dark there will be a JLC wearer wanting to know the time.
Could you just click that like button, please? It really helps the channel. Thank you.
Now, powering this beauty is an in-house manual wind 822. It has 21,600 beats per hour. It has 45 hours of power reserve, 19 joules, and this movement is actually rectangular, which is pretty awesome as well, isn't it? I mean, it's hard enough making a round movement, let alone a rectangular one. To operate, it is lovely. The winding is sensational, so buttery smooth. There's just one position to the crown, no fuss, no problem, and all great.
Hello.
On my 6.5-inch wrist, yeah, I really like this. Obviously not enough to want to own it because I just wouldn't wear it. It is that little bit too dressy for me. However, you could take this strap off, stick a sailcloth on it, and it could look pretty sporty, particularly if you flip reverse it. Anyway, that dial just looks great, and give it a little bit of light, well, it's just so dynamic. Keeps you mesmerized, the dial does. Very comfortable on wrist, and to be fair, makes you feel quite good wearing it. So there we go, the Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Tradition Small Seconds. What do you think? Well, firstly, I'm so glad I've finally got to review one. I remember finding out about JLC from TGV back in 2016, I think. Obviously, I've handled them since then, thanks to raiding the BQ safe, but I've never had a personal one-to-one with one. They are special watches from a special Swiss brand, and if you are interested in JLC, you can get them for a good price these days, because I think new, this watch is around £9,000. This 2022 model on the BQ website is 6,900, and I'm sure you can give them a little wiggle on that price. But if I see a watch like this in the wild, wow, I mean, it's a proper watch enthusiast watch. It's someone that has ignored the Rolex hype. This is a connoisseur's watch. A watch worn by someone that knows their watches, appreciates their history, and likes a bit of green. Yes, if I had all the money in wherever, I would like to have one in my watch box I can take out, have a look, put on my wrist, and then put back in the watch box. As it's just a bit too dressy, I can never see me owning one. Doesn't mean I don't like it. So here it is, my wife's views on the Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Tradition Small Seconds. Oh no, I don't like this. If you put it sideways, it looks like a handbag. If you flip it over, I don't see the point of it. It looks like an old man's hip flask. A pointless idea for an old man's watch. Well, as you can see, I haven't shown them many dress watches in my time. Rectangular ones either, you know. I don't know if I'll do it again. Thank you so much to BQ for sending this one in. I will be sending it straight back. I know that there are a couple of clients that are interested in it already, and I'm pretty sure it will go pretty quick. Remember, get on their website, take a look at everything they have to offer, because there are some bangers on there right now. Anyway, to you lot, thank you so much for watching till the end. If you want a bit more of the Mad Watch Collector, we got a Patreon now. See the shows early, blooper reels, behind the scenes footage, private group chat, and get your name credited at the end of every show like this amazing lot. But if I've got you for a few more minutes, why don't you check this playlist out? These are great. You will love them. You will. Go on, click it. Come on, you got a few minutes. Come on. Oh, Tudor, eh? Go on, there might be a Tudor 1 or 2 in there. Go on, click it. Click it.